Sweet baby angel, I saved a spot for you. Right here on the couch with me. Let's rehash.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehashed, back for another week. And I don't know if the time between the last MAFS episode and this new one, when we're on the Commit Me couch, has been enough time for me to recover. But we're here again, and we're about to cop 4 more episodes this week. Straighten our gobs. What is this? What's happening with my hair? I was meant to get a haircut, still haven't done that, okay? You let me know if you see it pop up again, okay? I miss the days where I'd wear that big, thick gel, you know? You'd come in a clear tub, generally like a home brand, non-specific, and you get a big, and it smelled like just pure chemicals, paint thinner, and you just all over. Yeah, those are the good old days. You can sign up for ad-free episodes, and we're doing a Watch With Me series, and it's Perfect Match, where I watch the whole episode with you. So that could either be really annoying or fun for you. Who knows? The feedback so far is that it's fun. Go to patreon.com/rehashed. For all of the Patreon Sweet Baby Angels, over the next couple of days, I'll be dropping a lot more Perfect Match. Hey, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me and go, I want to watch the MAFS episodes, but I'm in a different country. And, well, you know how I sort that problem? With ExpressVPN. Yeah, you can use any VPN service, a good one. Don't go and use a shitty one. There's a lot of them that are rubbish. I use ExpressVPN, and if you use the link below, not only will you use a service that I trust and love using, but you'll also get an extra 3 months free if you sign up to the yearly plan. So click the link below. It'll send you to Wilko Rehash page on ExpressVPN, and that will sort you out. If you have any questions about the VPN, they are so great at answering all your questions. All right, let's get into the episode. It is time for us to get on the Commit Me couch so you and I can recommit to each other and also watch other couples implode. So before we get into it, here's my prediction. Jesse and Claire gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta wrap it up. Jesse doesn't want to be there. Claire did a bad thing. I don't think Jesse should have come on the show in the first place. They're gotta go. Adam, well, you know what? Your competition website is calling. Adam got to go. Janelle never really wanted to be with Adam. I don't care what she says. Oh, and while we're at it, we can just wrap up a few others, right? Dan and Sandy, I'm bored. I've seen nothing. Wrap that up. And I really want to find out with Cam and Lyndall. You're in the doghouse. We don't really find anything about it. Then you're flirting with Taylor. Oh, don't even get me started on the new couples. Oh, my goodness. We could really wrap up a lot of the show tonight.
I mean, I feel pretty good. I hope I don't cry. It's so annoying, right?
Right. How do you think we're going?
I guess I'll tell you tonight.
Tell me tonight. Why
Yeah.
you gonna surprise
Well, how
me?
do you think we're going?
I think we're going good. I wonder, does the sex therapist Alessandra, does she probing questions?
Yeah. I'm excited to hear what they have to say and what their analysis on us is.
Right.
I don't think Rupi is as excited as you are, Evelyn. Rupert, when she probes, you know it's just for information. She's not going to peg you or anything. What do you think is going to happen on this couch? Have you ever watched the show? It's going to be bad, but it's not going to be like physically start having something inserted you bad. Or good, depending on how you're looking at that. Yeah, how annoying. I hope I don't cry. I hope I don't cry. Yeah, that would be so annoying. Oh, crying. Why would you cry? What have you got to talk about at this stage that you would cry? Do you think you just get up there and they just make anyone cry? No, you've got to do bad things for them to want to make you cry.
I just wanted to up and leave the experiment. My voice didn't get hurt at all. The pitchforks were out. Yeah, I've got more than one hole in me right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've all got more than one hole in us, Adam. And for you, I think any of them are a goal. So Adam is definitely the biggest victim here. Don't come at me. You know that Adam is. He said that Janelle is lying. Not specifically what about, but they weren't in a good place, and that's why he cheated. So I don't know why you're coming at him with your pitchforks. Everyone put them down immediately. He already has enough holes in him. Yeah, we know you've got holes in your mate. We can see all the shit just oozing out of them. Mainly, the shit comes out of this one.
I felt like I copped the brunt of the whole situation over a silly little drunk kiss with Claire. These people have never needed to be forgiven for anything because they're all perfect. That showed last night. As long as the experts can hear what I have to say, yeah, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to listen, honey, but you try. It'll be good for us to watch. I don't want to agree with Adam on anything, but I do think there's one particular person with a pitchfork who I could see removed from the experiment immediately, and that is Alyssa. I saw Janelle came out and said, oh, everyone's coming for Alyssa, but that girl really had my back. I'm all for supportive friends, but it felt like what Alyssa was doing was crossing a bunch of lines. She was acting as if she was the scorned woman. And I think it was just to get airtime. Honey, you have nothing to be scorned about. You're with the best one, oh, Ollie. But really, like, if we combine everything, you're with the best one, even though we know he has a secret. Duncan, what's your secret? Is your secret just that you're a really good guy? I find that hard to believe. Anyway, Alyssa, you've got a good one. So in the immortal words of Jessie, just shh.
This will be Janelle and Adam's last commitment ceremony, 100%. I'll be triggered if either of them right stay. Like, triggered.
Why would you be triggered? Because the man you're with has ended up staying with you? I'm so very confused. And that is the general feeling that I think most of the country and the world has with Bronte and Harrison. What are you doing? What is happening? I will be triggered if they stay. I will be triggered. Why? Why? Because your husband's also doing dirty shit?
This is going to be a deal breaker with Duncan and I. He's going to support people that I absolutely want nothing to do with. That is going to be a big issue.
Well, wrap it up then. Duncan's not saying he's supporting anyone. Oh my God, I can't with you. Just because he wanted to speak to Adam, not only to hear someone's side out as well, that is very important. Hearing someone's side out, then you can make your judgment. But also, wouldn't Duncan want to get his point across as to how he feel? Like if he and Adam are friends, wouldn't he want to sit across from Adam and go, hey, what you did was real shit. And it wasn't just about the kiss. It was about all the gaslighting afterwards and lying to everybody. That's really shit. You lied to me. And, you know, as a friend, you just don't want that. Alyssa, you don't want him to ever say anything to Adam. And you think that that's your right to control that? Okay. Good luck with your happy relationship with Duncan. All right, so Claire wrote this huge letter that in the last episode she handed to him, and they read it out, and it's exactly what you think it's going to be. And now Jesse is rubbing it and talking to himself.
Yes, there's an apology, but my boundaries have been crossed here. I don't know if it's enough for me to stay here another week.
It's not, so don't. Don't, Jesse. I don't think you should have come on this show in the first place. I'm assuming you came on the show like the rest of them and just thought, I'll get a few followers and maybe a few more, wedding bookings. But I think it's just highlighted every insecurity you have. And then Claire made it worse with your old mate, Adam.
Now, it is worth mentioning that Bronte is unable to join us because she's feeling unwell. So we will carry on without her, but Harrison is going to step up and represent the couple for us.
Chilling words. Harrison is going to step up and represent the couple. And Janelle smiled at him like, oh, what a good guy. It's just too funny. It's just too funny that all this, Jesse, Adam, Claire shit's happened that we've just forgotten how ridiculous that whole situation with Bronte and Harrison is. We've just moved on entirely, and now he's speaking for them as if they're one. Oh, shit. I'm not going to make it through this episode. Oh, I'm already sweating. Oh.
The cheating was one thing, but it was all the actions that followed. It was just the lack of accountability. It was the lack of apology.
He seemed much more concerned about making peace with Jesse. In fact, what you were doing was justifying. You actually said it wasn't cheating because you were in a bad place with Janelle.
Okay. The mindset where I was at, where I thought we were at in that relationship.
We went in a bad place. I was unaware. And then we had sex that night.
Why did you kiss Claire?
I was can I just be honest?
Please.
I was drunk.
Oh, Adam.
So we were
that was a bit
vibing
of a
that
Frankenstein,
night.
but-
We were just, there was just a vibe. So it's like we ended up just going downstairs. She asked me if I wanted to go down and have a vape, and we kissed.
Don't you all know that's code? We've talked about it before. Let's go have a vape means let's go have a kiss. Just a little kiss and a vape. Look, we've all done things drunk. You can't use drunk as an excuse. But yeah, it does lower your inhibitions and you do dumb things. Not supporting Adam, also not taking that as an excuse for his bad behavior. I don't think he understands that the real flat out dismissal of it and the then coming for Jesse on top of it was the real bad bit here. I don't think Adam really understands that. He's just like, it's a little kiss. A little kiss. It's a little kiss. Well, it's the stuff after that made everything a lot worse. And I don't fully believe that Janelle was like 100% invested in Adam and yada, yada, yada. So I don't fully believe that. But here's what I do think. You're not like having relations with someone. I did not. You're not having relations with someone unless you're in a decent place. Although... We've all been in an argument and then stuff has happened, right?
This is why my reaction towards Adam and Claire, very different. Adam would never have come forward. Seen messages from Adam saying, I will deny it.
Not at all.
Dude, they both did the wrong thing.
Of course they did.
You haven't looked at me once. I haven't looked at you or Adam. But what?
Can I just speak quickly? We could clearly see that Claire had a lot of weight and Adam has pretty much none.
Well, that's not it at all. This is not something that I do regularly. This is not a part of who I am.
All right, I think we've heard everything we need to hear from you. And Adam, the message is very clear that you're not owning. When you were called out about the relationship, you chose, again, to call it phony. Bad choices you're making. Nobody else is doing it. Until you own that, you're going to repeat these mistakes.
Fair enough.
I think other people are making bad choices. I just don't think we're seeing all of it yet. We're probably going to find out a lot more at the reunion. For sure, there is other stuff going on. And there are people who are playing victim at the moment or up on their high horse that are going to be really brought down. If any of the tip-off stuff that I've been sent is true, the reunion is going to be a mess. I agree with Sandy, and I've said it a number of times, all you really want from someone is to feel like they have genuine remorse and have given a genuine apology for the things that they've done wrong. What more can you expect from people? Think of past seasons gone and the people who have done really shitty things. If you just heard from them, you know what, I completely own this. That was fucked. That was really bad. Wouldn't you feel so much better toward them? But not Alyssa. No, she is perfection. Oh, Mel too. Oh my God. Mel, roll back your wedding. You were so awful from start to finish. And Alyssa being a judgy little bee of Claire, whatever. I'm sure Claire will be fine in the end. But the way that she's treating Duncan for trying to be a level human is mind-blowing. Yeah, what a piece of shit that guy is. What a piece of shit.
I didn't come to this experiment for this, so I wrote leave.
Thank goodness.
I know that I've hurt you, and for that reason, I'm also going to leave.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there's an apology. Oh.
Nobody's going after Adam.
No one's gonna go.
Nobody.
Oh, Long John, what a shady little bitch. Oh, nobody's going to Adam. Well, no, because he didn't take any accountability. And you know who really should be taking some accountability? The S-Birds for some of these pairings. Oh, God, they've done worse than ever this year. At least have it half and half. You can't say that so many of these couples have been matched because you think they're going to work. Please.
Some things that came out in the last couple of days.
What's going on for you, Alyssa? You seem very emotional.
Oh,
what's going on the inside?
Clutching her pearls.
It's just been really fast. It's tough because I just don't understand how he could still be in contact with Adam after knowing what Adam did to Janelle and knowing what Adam did to Jesse. Yeah, it's just really triggering to me.
I also didn't just reach out to Adam.
It's also like Adam's not somebody that you've known for 25 years. It's just somebody that you've just met. They've done all these horrible things. Why are you the person to have to reach out to him? Reach out to Jesse. Why Adam when you knew how he made those people feel?
And the daytime Emmy goes to Oh, Alyssa, God. So many people have made the same observation in the comments here on the channel. The thing that you love about Duncan is how he is level-headed and how he can see past people's mistakes, and he saw past yours, and you are now crucifying him for that thing that you were so grateful for like a couple of episodes ago. It's insane. And like Duncan said, he didn't just reach out to Adam, he reached out to other people. You make it seem like he just hung out with Adam and was like, oh my God, I'm totally with you, bro. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, screw that Jessica guy. And making Duncan seem like he is hurting you so much. He's hurting you so much because he's just trying to not be a shit human. And the same argument could be used against you. You've known Janelle the same amount of time. And you're supporting her as if she's been a friend for 25 years. You also don't know that Janelle is so innocent, and we know for a fact that Jesse acted like a dickhead on many occasions. So we can ask you the same question, Alyssa. Why do you support Jesse when he's done a lot of bad things? You don't have skin in this game. Your friend Janelle and your friend Jesse, they're the ones that have really been hurt in this. So stop mucking about yourself and don't bring it home to your relationship. Because you know in like partnerships, like there's people that my partner's friends with that I don't particularly care for, and there's people that I'm friends with that he doesn't care for. That doesn't mean that he's a shit person or I'm a shit person.
I reached out to Jesse as well, and I stayed in contact with Adam so that I could say stuff to him like, you've got to own your behaviour. Don't bring Janelle into it. Don't bring Claire into it.
You would still continuously speak to Adam. I don't understand. It's like your actions condone what Adam was doing.
I didn't think I'd necessarily done anything too wrong. I think I was trying to get people to own stuff.
Has her reaction to this changed the way you feel about it?
It doesn't change how I feel about Alyssa as a person,
not, 'cause you're trying to
but
be a
it's
good
definitely
person.
a hiccup. Hoped that Alyssa could say, I don't agree with you, understand why you probably went and did that. But it feels like I'm in trouble for doing nearly something as bad as what Adam did. The total interaction is 4 or 5 minutes face-to-face and three or four text messages.
And what did you say to him?
He said to me,
What
I
did you
heard
say to
Alyssa's
him?
going to come for me. And I said, yeah, and you deserve it. It's a differing of opinion, and I think you can have different opinions and work through them.
I don't think you can with Alyssa Duncan. It seems like she's gonna blow up a lot because she refuses to see things from other people's point of views. Even then, and what did you say? Oh God, imagine living life like that. Oh no, run now. I said it to Caitlin about Shannon, and now I'm gonna say it to you, Duncan. Normally I turn on the reverb and I ask you, what's your secret? But now I'm gonna say, run!
Do I think this is going to derail us? Absolutely not.
But we are going to need to go to your
reckon it
decision
might.
now. Let's go with you first, Duncan. Stay or leave?
All right, stay.
I chose to stay.
All right, cool. Well, we can't have everyone leave tonight, can we? Even though, you know, we could whittle it down to just Ollie and Tani.
We've been good for probably the longest streak.
4 days? Doesn't sound like long
4
for us.
days.
Like, that's a lot.
We'll take it.
There's definitely feelings there for sure.
Of course
Are you
you
falling
would, too,
for her?
Shillings.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Mel, where do you
believe
stand
that.
on feelings?
I mean, I can't see my life without like he needs to be in it. If he goes to the toilet, I'm like, pee fast.
We need to get to the decision.
How long does he take in the toilet that you would miss him? Oh, pee fast. What? But don't make him push it out quicker. That's not good for his doodle. I don't think so. I don't think it's good for you to push hard on either end. Here he is, Dr. Wilko. I don't know why I did that. What doctor does this? All right, so they're going to stay too. Interesting.
We started really thinking about the future of us, and we're starting to have conversations about life outside of this experiment.
I mean, this is the stuff that definitely makes us happy.
I definitely want to stay, and I did a couple of love hearts. I like
Staying.
Oh,
smiling.
good stuff. Disgustingly wholesome.
I love hearing 2 Shillings going, well, this is the stuff that we love to hear because this is the only couple that we put together legitimately. The rest of them we just wanted to implode for the television.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bronte couldn't be here. She goes through a lot
at him,
more
he's gonna laugh.
at that time of the month.
I'm not a voice for endometriosis or a woman's
No, you're
biological
not.
functions, but
No.
she's in a lot of pain and gets very emotional and crying and
What is happening?
sorry. It's just really hard to see her like that. I'm gonna try and get through this as best I can. I'm a guy, I don't know what Bronte actually goes through, so I've just got to be supportive and just do whatever I can.
Okay, well, I'm not getting a sense that you're being real with us. Stay or leave. What's it going to be?
Well, I wrote stay.
Okay, good.
She wrote stay.
Wonderful.
Excelente.
I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry, I don't understand anything that's happened there. Was this a screen test for a job on Home and Away? Because you did that with the bro stuff with Jesse outside the last wedding. What was happening? Let's be clear. I have a friend with endo and it's fucked. Fucked. And thank goodness that it's getting more publicity these days and women can go, actually, so that's not normal. Oh, okay, now I can put a name to something that I've been going through for all these years. So let's get that straight. Endo sucks. It's a real thing and it's shit. Speaking of real things that are shit, we just watched it. I can't disagree with what Harrison's saying. It sucks that Bronte has endometriosis and she's going through this pain so regularly. But what was that? What was that performance piece? The tears, the whole, fake out of the stay, not stay. Then John wrapping it up so quickly of, I don't believe a word you're saying, but are you staying or not staying? What was that?
Like, I guess she's obviously gorgeous. Like,
you don't look comfortable next to her.
No, I'm definitely I'm comfortable with it. Like, I will say that.
He's a nervous guy. You should know
What do I
this.
need to do to show it? Do I need to hold her leg or something like that? Like, I don't.
That didn't look great either.
I feel like I just don't get as much as I'm giving. And I feel like I just don't know if Rupert's totally ready for this. I want to know what he really thinks about me.
Yeah, I like her. Really get along with her. I definitely feel like there is a chemistry there and I could see it leading to something. I myself need reassurance. One of the things I need someone to tell me that they like me. I hate getting rejected. If someone's not attracted to you, I'm not saying she is or not, but I'm not gonna give my full self to someone if it's gonna get shut down.
Are you attracted to Rupert?
Honestly, the more we spend time with each other, I see it blossoming.
Okay.
So, yes, I do find Rupert attractive.
Okay.
And everyone says I'm doing too much of the hard work. I don't want to hear that.
Wait, the experts make it seem like this is the first time they've met Rupert. Like, you would have known how awkward he is going into it. The kind of scolding him for who he is. He's a really awkward dude. I'm sure he wishes he was better at this as well. But you partnered them together. Don't be mad at him now when he's just being himself. She's stunning and confident and she was looking for a guy to take the wheel. And then you gave it this guy who's like, well, I guess I could drive if you would like me to drive. Do you want me to like it? What? Yeah, inaudible mumbling. All right, someone who we're not so sure of is Dan, and even Sandy to a point. Like, I don't believe that. I think that Sandy is there for the right reasons. Dan just doesn't give off the vibe of genuine so much anymore.
What's going on?
We've had a little bit of turbulence.
I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm not there.
What makes you say that?
Not well.
Like you don't want to spend time with me, or I don't, because like we had an argument. Dan had been out. Where is he? Why is he out? I haven't heard from him.
I get up really early in the morning, go to the gym. It's my time.
You are gone a lot.
I'm out every morning. Yeah, absolutely. I'm at the gym. I'm going for a run.
For 6 hours.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. But we're in an experiment. The experiment is 10 weeks. We're meant to be maximising our time. That's why we're here.
Wait, you get up in the morning and you're gone for 6 hours? And that's regular. Oh. If I said I was going to the gym, my partner would be like, sorry, what? In the first place. Oh, he must be having an affair. But also if you're gone for 6 hours, well, try and be a bit more incognito when you're doing the dirty. That's weird. 6 hours?
I am missing the sun, sand and the surf and the beach and my sunrises at least feel a very important part of my life.
How do you think you've compromised in this relationship? Out and exercising, for instance, 6 hours a day.
No, not 6 hours a day. That was, I went out one day for that 6 hours. Sandy's got the same opportunity to spend that time that Sandy has to do what she wants.
But I mean, I don't want to go out by myself and just do things by myself. I want to do things with you.
Doesn't seem to be much intimacy here in this relationship. You look like you're just friends hanging on in there. Are you sexually attracted to her, Dan?
No, right now, no. The sexual chemistry just isn't there. I think that sexual tension needs to build.
How do you take that?
A little bit of rejection. Part of me feels like he hardly looks at me. I feel like I'm trying. Kissing him when he brings me a coffee or trying to give him a cuddle and a hug or even at night trying to cuddle and hug. But then I feel like there's a boundary. Dan doesn't want to go past a certain point either.
Really?
Yeah, that's just how I feel. I'm saying how I feel.
That's interesting to me. See, I would have thought that Sandy was like pumping the brakes because she wanted the pillow wall and everything. But now Dan's saying that there's no chemistry and that kind of tension for anything to happen needs to build. And Sandy's taken the wheel and Dan doesn't want to get in the car. Isn't that interesting? See, we don't see enough. Endemol, send me the secret hard drives. Dan, here's a susso thing for me. You aren't attracted to her, but you're forcing yourself to be like, I'm around her. I don't know, it feels forced and it doesn't feel real, and I don't know who you're trying to fool. Are you just trying to fake it to yourself so you eventually feel like it?
My decision, which is to stay.
Big stay.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet too. Same thing, stay. I mean, no one wants to hear, I'm not sexually attracted to you. It would be a problem if that continues. It's a marriage, because otherwise we're kind of wasting our time.
I think you are. I think you were wasting your time from the moment his awful snot-nosed friends turned up. Wow, that's a really good way to describe those people. Early on in a relationship, you really want to spend time with that person. That's all you can really think about. Well, that's all I can think about. Is you just like, what are they doing? Well, should we go for dinner? Are we going to go out and hang out? Should we go see a show? What are you doing? We could just stay in your room of your share house and we can just watch things on the laptop. Like, all you want to do is spend time with that person. And that Dan is actively avoiding her, that says everything we need to know.
Yeah, I mean, I really struggled with the compliments I was constantly getting from Hugo. I was getting called adorable and cute. And I did snap at Hugo and I said, anything but adorable and cute. Can you please, if you're going to compliment me, say something that sounds at least genuine?
What would you have preferred to hear?
Something that reflected me a little bit better.
Like what?
Perhaps smart, perhaps quick, driven, those types of things.
He'd only known you for a couple of days, maybe hadn't had time to figure out those qualities yet.
Perhaps.
I know you're giving me all these compliments, but maybe you should tailor-make them to be more for, tailor-make them. Oh, that could be the name of her podcast, Tailor Made.
Hi, it's me, and welcome to my podcast, Tailor Made. Tailor made me do it. That's what you can say to your boyfriend when he's like, why are you such a bitch? And you can be like, well, Tailor made me do it, she said. She said, I shouldn't accept compliments from you. Even though you called me beautiful this morning, you shouldn't call me beautiful. You should call me smart, quick, witty, driven.
Here's my bet. If Hugo had said to you, wow, you're so witty, I reckon you would have gone, but what, am I not beautiful?
Are you attracted to him?
Oh.
I think that's pretty clear answer.
Yeah.
I mean, my type was definitely football guys and typical tradies, and it is a little bit different to
Cam
Hugo.
loves it. Who's the one with the man bun on the couch again? I love how she talks as if all tradies look the same and all football guys look the same. My type is tradie. Well, you know that all tradies look different. Different heights, different builds, different nationalities, different skin color. Like, you can get all different types of tradies. I want a profession tradie or a footballer. That's what I'm really looking for. That's what I'm attracted to. And you know what? If you dated a tradie, I reckon they would also call you things based around your looks as a compliment. This is also a very bad match from the experts.
I have definitely chosen to stay.
Definitely.
I want to stay and I need to stay.
Okay, yeah, I need to stay.
I need to stay because I need the followers, because the Tailor Made podcast is coming to Spotify, iHeart, I don't know, fucking one of them soon.
It's been one roller coaster for us. Went the first time with your mum.
Oh.
She knows that I'm away from my whole support network here. Sure. Oh, come on, like, she needs a hug. Look at her, she needs a hug. And Cam was like, no, I feel uncomfortable, and kind of got up and left.
For a hug?
We had a massive blow up. I know it was a hug. All it was a hug. I could have just hugged, but I just felt pressured, and I felt it was unnatural.
I would never want to make anyone do anything that they were uncomfortable with.
I felt uncomfortable. I felt awkward. It was really weird. I found that weird.
Hugging me shouldn't feel unnatural. Not a month in here.
It was just weird when your mum was there and your mum's pressuring me to do something.
Like, am I that awful and repulsive that you don't even want to hug me? It made me snap.
It was unnatural.
All right, firstly, stop saying unnatural. That's never going to go down well. It was unnatural for me to want to embrace you. Oh my goodness. We have missed so much. For this to even get to the stage where he feels like he shouldn't hug her because it just feels a bit weird, that's odd. If my partner's mum was FaceTiming with us and she was like, oh, he's upset, give him a hug, I should hope that she would never have to say those words to me. And I should hope that my brain was like, oh, my partner's upset. Comfort him. I would hope, and I'm 99.9% sure my brain would do that on its own. But if my, partner's mum was like, give him a hug, you just give him a hug. What? I don't care for the... Why would it be weird for me to hug? It's a hug. I've never heard of being peer pressured into a hug. I've never heard of it, but I'm glad that we're just really stepping into new territory. I found that weird. It was weird to me for your mum to say she's upset, give her a hug.
I'm not hearing any remorse for the fact that she feels so awful. It's still a hug to your wife with whom you have a relationship who's feeling badly.
Yeah.
Who's needing.
I should have just hugged. I should have just done the hug, but I didn't. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have struggled throughout this whole experiment. I've been definitely fish out of water throughout the whole lot.
Lyndall's wanting affection. She's needing it.
There are some things that I definitely do need to change. I need to show more affection. I need to, pull my head out of my ass and kind of up my game a little bit.
I guess just words, but I don't think you're gonna. There's a lot of stuff that we're not seeing, which is worrying. In my brain, if it's too dramatic and like borderline a problem, they won't show us, which worries me. But if it's the right amount of dramatic, why wouldn't they show us?
All right, stay with a little X next to it.
Came to the conclusion that I will stay.
Give Lyndall a hug.
I'll give her a kiss instead.
Well, that's different. No, embrace her. There's a huge difference between a little kiss and like intimately hugging your partner and making them feel safe and comforted. So they're staying, and we still don't have really any more reasons as to why they're not working apart from Mum was on FaceTime. She said, comfort Lyndall, and you went, nah, I'm out.
I found myself keeping him at arm's length. I was carrying that guilt and that shame. I knew I'd done the wrong thing.
Alyssa.
There was a lot of vindication.
Do you disagree,
a lot of,
Janelle?
I knew it. I knew I was onto something.
Claire, can I ask, why didn't you come clean when Jessie first had those suspicions?
Shame.
I was just afraid, I guess.
Shame.
It's too hard to believe for me.
Same. Let's not forget that you literally lied to Janelle's face. I still can't get past that.
It's like 5 times now that you've lied, like throughout this journey. How do we
If
trust
we
you?
can find it in ourselves to forgive some of the other mistakes that have happened, I think
It's the betrayal, it's the gaslighting, it's Adam sitting there on the couch at the first commitment ceremony,
Well,
Jessie
Claire's not
saying,
Adam.
I feel this has happened, and Adam is like making him look like a crazy person.
She's owning her mistake. She's apologizing. I don't know what else you want from her right now.
I think we're trying to hold her just as accountable as
But
we were
she's
holding
being
Adam.
accountable and coming forward. That is holding yourself accountable. I don't know what else she can do right now.
I can't stand someone like Alyssa. You say, I'm sorry, and you do all you can. Because we've all made mistakes, right? Jessie's made mistakes. Alyssa has made mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. And you got to own them and go, look, I fucked that up. But the worst part is if the other person, they don't want to accept your apology. And Alyssa, even though I don't think Alyssa is owed shit, Janelle and Jessie, on the other hand, absolutely. But Alyssa can trot off. It was never going to change anything for you if she was honest about it on the second time around. It was never, you were still going to be so angry about it. Something tells me that Alyssa is still projecting. acting.
Just trust your intuition, Jessie, not her words. Just your intuition.
Yeah. I agree about Claire and her taking accountability and owning it and giving a true apology. And one thing I don't like about this experiment is people being on the couch and just getting drilled. So I don't like to add to Claire's despair.
Don't worry about me. I deserve it.
Why did it hurt so much?
You just question whether you're worthy. I haven't had good relationships. Reaffirming a lot of things in there.
I've brought out these feelings in him and that I've made it worse. And I'm really, really sorry.
Jessie's sitting there and graciously accepting Claire's apology. But the people who have nothing to do with the situation just will not let it rest. Anyway, Jessie's broken. Please let him go. Please let him go. He is not, look, he's gone. He's just not there. And even the way he's speaking, he doesn't want to be there anymore. So just wrap it up. It's cruel to make him stay at this point.
I think it's time we get to the decision. Stay or leave. We're going to go with you first, Jessie.
And I've chosen to leave.
Good.
I chose to stay and try and earn back Jesse's trust and forgiveness.
No,
I also don't want him to feel like he has to stay if he doesn't want to.
Jessie, how are you feeling right now?
To be honest, I kind of feel a bit grumpy. So she might have some more gas in the tank. I don't have the same steam.
You have maintained a kindness that, frankly, at times taken our breath away. If you can give her a chance to see what she's got, who knows what will happen, Jessie.
No.
Good luck with it. This has been an intense session on the couch.
Take care, guys. And take care of each other.
No, what a crock of shit. Like, you let Disney Dad go. Listen, no. No. And Claire, why did you write stay? I know you explain it in the letter, but still, it doesn't explain it. You just want a redemption story now like Shannon got. And no, you don't. No. You said sorry. That's good enough for me. And it's good enough for Jessie. And who gives about the rest of the people? So just leave. Don't. So Jessie never really says that he's cool with staying, but he's staying. Oh, God. The show's really made a mess of this series. Anyway, that's the end of the episode, and I have a huge headache. I have no idea what to make of any of it. We've only, just in case you were keeping tally, we've only lost one couple. Adam and Janelle are leaving the experiment. That's it. Out of all the messes that are there, only one have been lost. Sweet Baby Angel, thank you so much for joining me. Remember, there will be live shows after each episode, and you will get these full rehashes quicker on Patreon. Go to patreon.com/rehashed. And if you have trouble watching the show, if you're in different parts of the world, remember there is a deal below with ExpressVPN. You'll get an extra 3 months free. That's on me. When I say me, ExpressVPN. I just convinced them to do it. Make sure you've liked and comment below with all of your thoughts. Be as kind as you can be with your thoughts and your feelings. Otherwise, YouTube will just block you. And I will see you in the next one, Sweet Baby Angel. Bye-bye.